think back on your past romantic relationships. Past. It could be the present one though. If you're in a relationship right now and your things are not going the way you want them to in this relationship, I want you to think about, if you would consider this relationship failing, in the process of failing, what are the biggest contributions? If we're talking about current and if we're talking about past, what were your biggest contributions? Yours, not theirs, not anybody else's, because we can't change them, remember, okay? What were your biggest contributions to the failures of these relationships? This is going to cause you to reflect on what you bring to the table, what you brought to the table, and what you should have left instead of bringing, okay? Nobody asked for that, okay? Maybe it was that I overfunctioned in this relationship. I work with a lot of women who their major issue in their lack of satisfaction in their relationships is that their partners don't do enough to sustain their love in relationship. Their chief complaint is, the person that I'm partnered with in my relationship expects me to do all of the heavy lifting. I'm the one that does this. I'm the one that does that, right? That is a burden. But we also have to think about, when someone else wants to take over, how do we let them? Do we have a takeover spirit? Do we tend to overcompensate and overfunction in relationships, which gives others the permission to sit back and say, oh, she's got it. I don't have to do anything. Do we tell them, don't worry about it, I got it? Do we say that often? We got to think about why that is. We got to think about, is it that I'm a control freak? Is it that I don't trust anybody else to do anything? Or is it that people have not come through it for me in the past? And when I did rely on other people to do it, they didn't do it right. They didn't do it the way I would have done it. They didn't do it as quickly as I would have done it, or they just dropped the ball and didn't do it at all. So rather than ask someone to do something for me, I'm just going to go and do it before they ever ask, and then be resentful that no one ever jumps up to help. They're not jumping up to help because you've made it clear that you don't want them to help. Even if deep down you do, what energy are you giving that shows them, please help me? I don't got it. I need help. Okay. You got to think about, sometimes our strength can be our greatest weakness. Sometimes we outdo ourselves to the point where no one can step in and help. What is your contribution to why some of your previous relationships did not go so well? How did you contribute to that?